Matt.
I'm going to say Sunday School get 10 rounds on CT side Overpass. They should win this series 2-0. If they don't get it, Encore get 6 or 7 rounds on T side. Encore push it to map 3. That's my hits. That's what I'm thinking. Because past score for Overpass is generally 9-6 to the CT side. But yeah, Encore really need to strike back here because they need to make a statement against these Sunday School kids and be like, nah, you guys aren't taking us out. We're here to play. And that's pretty much it. Basically, Sunday School just hit their shots. I mean, for Inferno as well, Encore, like, they lost one unlucky round. But overall, that doesn't make up for anything. They were just absolutely outplayed in every facet of the game. Like, Verza was winning the AWP duels. Gump was out cutting Sterling. It's just not pretty. But Garfunkel is caught the first 2 at party, but doesn't get the initial pick. They've got 3 players in Connector, which is pretty good as well. And Encore could have a bit of a problem here. Oh, no, they don't decide to go up long instead.
That's a heavy connector play from Sunday School. Looks like Gumpy should be able to hear these players towards long as they're going to double peek him in. Licky and Savage both going to combine to take out Gump, and well, now all of a sudden, Encore, they find themselves in the man advantage, and 3 players tags heavily down to roughly around that little over half HP, but not going to give up and head over towards A just yet because, well, they are starting to head back towards B, down the connector, looking to come up through the short water. You've still got Monster being deployed out there as APOC going to try and pick up a kill on Reckons, who's holding just up behind the toxic barrels here, flashed out. Here comes Garfunkel coming in, and no, it's going to be shut down very, very quickly. And I got to say, a good start once again for Encore here on the T side, and backing up what they did on Inferno on their T side.
Yeah, definitely. Also got to say as well, great take from Encore as well. They slowly but surely jolted them out of the connector hold by keep going to A and B over and over again. And I got to say that Encore doing the same thing they did on their T side is basically they're not giving away which side they're going to hit. And basically Sunday School, I've got to say, they generally, a lot of teams were more drilled and know the other teams more puggy and haven't been together for so long will do these sort of tests to try to get them to over-rotate. There's going to be a lot of miscommunication in their play and stuff like that. And you can see that it is getting in their heads for Sunday School. And sometimes at this stage, you're going to say they're just going to hold their nerve and, just trust their teammates.
So 1-0 should be, hopefully, if you're an Encore fan or if you're an Encore player, you hope to pick up a second round, just the one SMG, which happens to be the Mac 10 on APOC. And we know what kind of damage that APOC can do with that SMG in hand when we get into those second and third rounds of the halves. And if he continued to do what he did earlier on in the night, and I'm sure he'll be looking to put some extra cash in his pocket to try and build that economy flash towards the fountain area. But they are just going to somewhat play a faster B type of play, and there is nobody here on the B bomb site. And well, APOC, he's already cleared out pretty much this entire site. They'll get the bomb down, and it's going to be somewhat of a 2-0 lead for Encore. As look at Hats, if he gets his timing right, he should be able to get at least 2 or 3. But man, they're just charging in. Well, they were charging in a little boost as Hats does happen to take down Garfunkel. Sterling going to miss the shot out towards Monster.
I was gonna say here, Hats doesn't have to do any of the work, funnily enough. He just has to give the information to his teammates, and they do the rest. And, Sunday School being like, how did they know we're coming via Connector? How did they know we're coming via Short and Monster? And it's just Hats in that lower tunnels area just being like, hey, I've heard so many steps, it's not even funny. They're all coming in.
Yep. So Encore pick up a second, and I mean, we've seen some moments of I won't say brilliance, but some moments of times in that Inferno match where Encore were able to to produce something special. But then there were just other times where there was a number of rounds where you just got to think, well, probably that they shouldn't have lost those rounds, but they did in the end, and it just came back to bite them. It was too big of a deficit to overcome on a 12-3 halftime break. So. You know what? I'm sure Sunday School are gonna, they've got the rifles in their hands, and I'm sure they'll be wanting to put a quick end to this Overpass game as 2-for-1 trade inside of the connector, and the advantage goes to Encore once again.
Yeah, good trading there, and good work by Sterling to just retrade that angle there as well. Now Sunday School have got to commit 2 players on one site. And also not to mention as well, Reckons is in a really awful angle to try and defend B from. Like, really awful angle if you can see it there as well. Supra, just checking connector. He's hoping he can catch one player unaware. He does, but good trade by Sterling. Gotta say, great trading at the moment from Encore. Always keeping that man advantage. And now
Notice,
Garfunkel, he's just...
the trades have come in through the connect area too, so it's trying to establish that mid presence. Oh, timing for Garfunkel. If he drops his gun here, it's going to give the sound cue away. Did you not see him? He sees him and sees a second. So Garfunkel looking to get more kills, and they should be able to get a bomb plant out of this one.
Not to be too sure, because Reckons can potentially deny this as well, because he's dropped down into water. They'll check water, and he loses, but they'll get the bomb plant. Now they're just probably double peek onto Sterling, and geez, Sterling just had no hope in trading that. Garfunkel had already peeked into him, and Sterling is peeking into Reckons, and just, jeez. Good gun round there in the end, but Encore, they just missed that last crucial trade. They had the trades all correct. They had the 1-for-1 trades, giving that man advantage. But then just APOC couldn't take just the back there from Garfunkel and connector was huge. And the timing was just timing.
Yeah. And the timing in CSGO can really go against you, and yeah, it is what it is. The timing was well in control of Sunday School in the late round of that third round. So 2-1, we do have a pause coming out. So we got a couple of AKs being retrieved from Sunday School, which they'll be able to take into the next round. And again, just looking at the money, you can see the weapons and utility being bought for Encore. They've got a full buy, and there's not a whole lot of money left over. And I mean, we're only 3 rounds in, so you'd expect the money to be sort of that low after winning 2. And I got to say that the 2 rounds that Encore have won, I mean, yeah, albeit Pistol and the anti-eco, they've had 3, 4, I think 4 and 5 survivors, or four survivors in those 2 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
So when again we speak about economy building for the CTs, it can be just as important on the T side as well.
Yeah. Also got to say it's a bit of a tech pause at the moment. But yeah, it's interesting at the moment. Is this going to be a repeat of Inferno? What do you reckon? Yeah, Encore get the first few rounds, and then Sunday School just holding a big, stick and just walloping them for a 12-3 half, or you reckon Encore will probably get 5 or 6 rounds?
For Encore's sake, I hope not, because it would be demoralizing. I don't know. You just don't know where the mentality would be if they happen to go 12-3, not once but twice in a best of 3.
Mm-hmm. I actually committed four players to this B site last Sunday School. They've read this. They read Encore a bit like a book. Well, Reckons gets the first, but traded out. Now, I think he's heard Garfunkel as well, and Savage should be able to help out his teammate Hats. And that should be the B site taken. Super trying to put the Molotov on the site. And he's just hoping it's just held them enough, but not enough. Ooh, almost takes out Sterling there. Great shot from Savage.
Again, the timing burst coming in from Heaven. Maybe able to get the play outside of water. Gump just sitting behind the sandbag's going to find one. So don't forget Sterling still down to 21 HP as Gump is going to get taken down. But there it is, 3 on the board for Encore. And well, they look just as good as what they did in that, again, that couple of moments, couple of rounds of brilliance on the T side of Inferno. But again, if we can just get Sunday School, and who knows, we might even see a 12-3 Encore T side. I mean, that's a possibility.
Definitely. I'm going to say as well, that round, great trading from Encore once again. Like, it seemed like that basically Sunday School, we're going to get 2 picks for free as, Gump and Versa, not Gump and Versa, Gump and Garfunkel, no, I think it was Super actually, were just poking holes at their defenses. And it was actually getting a bit worrying because I was like, oh no, if they take out APOC, they'll definitely go for a retake. And they've got the advantage for doing so, but Savage was very, very important. Just ripped the heads off of a few players as well to make sure they had no chance of going in for that retake.
Yeah,
so I could get another...
I mean, it was always going to be a difficult retake, especially, when you're a man or 2 man at a disadvantage and, trying to retake the bomb site. Smokes, there was Molotovs, just, again, that they had they had the weapon superiority there, and again, to see Encore, basically just put a dent in the economy once again on Sunday School, and you take a look at their money. I mean, there's not a whole lot. You've got Gump has dropped a rifle over to Versa, and I don't know if that's a mistake or whether they weren't actually meant to buy. So
I think Stealing may have a DC there. That's probably why it's probably the tech pause. But I think they could be going for like a hero M4 play, potentially.
Yep. Okay.
So maybe going for a hero M4 play currently. That's what I'm thinking that could be the case. Have that hero M4 play on Versa, not to be too sure. And basically, that's what it could be doing at the moment. But we're in a quick tech pause, trying to get everything ready to go as quickly as we can at a player DC. So, trying to get everyone in. But I've got to say, overall, for that last round, it's good to see Encore's trades, coming back to it. Didn't let it drop towards the end where, Garfunkel got a quick 2k to defuse the bomb. They're able to just rush in there, trade out, 3 rounds on the board. It's put Sunday School on the back foot as well, where Sunday School, if they lose consecutive rounds and, go into an eco or anything like that, they're going to manage that economy very, very well. Because if they do lose rounds in a row, Encore can easily get to 6 or 7 rounds. As I said before, if Encore gets 6 or 7 rounds, they are most likely going to win the map. Because T sides, just like Nuke, very, very difficult to come by, okay? It's not as hard as Nuke, given the fact that Nuke, rifles can be outmatched by MP9s and 5.7s, given all the close angles. Encore, not Encore, Overpass has long angles, obviously. Obviously, of course, long and stuff like that as well. But it's just more CT sided, given the fact that to get to the B side, which is more puggy, can be Molotoved off. And to get to A, the CTs can play very, very ultra aggressive at the moment. And can really just force the T's out basically. Now on the other end though, with the T side as well, with the CT side, if they lose a couple of rounds, they don't have the rifles anymore to really take on those long duels, and basically the T side can just swarm over it. But we've got all the tech pauses all done and dusted, and it looks like the M4. Not sure if it was a misbuy or anything like that, but Versa decided to not buy it.
A sub. We got Mizzy in. He wasn't in before?
No, Mizzy wasn't in before, so they take Gump out for Mizzy.
Yep. So that's obviously why we did have that pause. So I think what they were maybe trying to do was trying to pull the sneaky by the M4 and then sub that player up. But yep, we're back into what is the 5th round, and some heavy long presence for Encore. And again, I'm surprised to have hats on the Mac 10. Normally we've seen APOC on the Mac 10, and just brutal in his assessment. But APOC gonna watch the monster push, and he should be able to get one. He does. That is reckons down, so that's a nice little early kill. But it's now going to be Hats to somewhat lead the way onto the A bomb site. There's a heavy presence here from Sunday School, but it is all behind smokes and all behind Molotovs, and it's pretty much going to be a potential kill. Oh, wow, savage on to Versa, but I don't know if Hat's seen there Mizzy just then, because it was as he was tucked in behind the dumpster over towards bank. Now Sterling going to take down Mizzy, and bomb is down. And the flank is coming out from Hats. He finds one, and the Mac 10. And the Mac Daddy rolls in to 2 kills, and that'll put an extra $1,200 in his pocket.
I was going to say, obviously, the sub coming in with Mizzy coming in for Gump. Obviously, the IGL. Basically, Versa was IGLing, shot calling just then, but Mizzy is now, the IGL is in. Gump was just playing it as a sub. And good to see Mizzy back. Hopefully, he's all warmed up and good to go. And Encore put number 4 on the board, and the buy round comes in. Basically, as well, Mizzy has taken Gump's slot as well, so basically, he's got Gump's money on him at the moment.
Right now, well, let's see how Mizzy can fit in to this 4-1 scoreline at the moment. Again, round 6, and Sterling tagged down to 68 HP already. And again, we got the connector presence for Encore. 2 players coming up inside of the connector, Licky and Hats. The Mac 10, of course, being yielded by Hats. Mizzy with a jump spot in front of the divider, going to spot one out. Play a smoke, going to sit in behind the smoke, and now, in fact, he'll fall back. So, what does this do to fair multi. But what does this do to the team's confidence and morale, knowing that you've got your IGL back into the second map of this best of three?
I was actually going to say, I think they should have let Gum play it out, to be honest. That's my personal opinion on that one. They should have let Gum play it out. Given that Gum was, doing very well. But I think it could be the fact that Gum had to go more than they want to sub Mizzy in. I could assume that at the end of the day, because Gum was playing quite well. He was getting the peaks all correct. And, I think Mizzy would have been quite happy to just let Gum go for it, basically. And, geez, hats. It's a critical hit there. But Mizzy to trade. Picks up the AWP. But yeah, I would have kept Gump in. Just let Gump play out the map, see how it goes. And then get your RGL on it afterwards. But I think, Gump may have had to go, basically. Ooh, Reckons Sterling a bit... I say not Sterling a bit lucky there. Good crossfire by Super, taking down Savage. Now Sterling, he really needs to nail Reckons. And Reckons, he's just playing the Zen location at the moment because he knows Sterling's aiming down towards Monster. And Licky, this is very difficult for Licky at the moment. Now Sterling takes a dink and wallbangs Reckons. Reckons didn't have to peek that, and they know it. But starves out the time. Second round the board for Sunday School.
So Sterling actually deployed that Molotov just because he didn't want to get pushed from the CT. So again, smart play, but late in that round, after Mizzy gets that trade from Hats, late in that round, they still had 3 defenders over towards B. So again, whether that just comes back to the calling from Mizzy just to keep 3 players over towards that B, and for them to trust their RGL in holding down A, because you've got A, you've got to hold, depending on where he was on the site, whether he was over towards truck, dumpster, bank, he's got a couple of different angles to choose from on where he wants to hold. So to see Sunday School have the trust in their RGL, just to say, hey guys, I've got A, you guys have your 3 on B, for Encore to walk into that stack, and for Sunday School to essentially hold off that hit onto B, was pleasant to see, because if they want to get back into this match, you said they need at least 8 or 9, 10 rounds if they want to potentially take this at a 2-0.
Yeah, I've actually got some news on that with Mizzy coming back into the game. Mizzy was working on the weekend, okay? A lot of these Australian players are semi-professional, but Mizzy was working, so he just got back in. Now Mizzy, you've seen the hand of Hats and take down Hats. Might take down Sterling, but can't disrupt the backlines enough. Oh, gee, Savage! Not only did he take out Mizzy with a 180, just straight up truck Supra at Optimus. And that's going to be a save call. But the thing is that APOC on the other end might farm a bit of kills. That's all I'm going to say. He's just waiting. Reckons, or not really. APOC's being timing for the 3rd time in a row.
Yeah, it's tough when you get timing, and you look at Reckons, with APOC coming in, just having a look there. They're just trying to save these weapons. But look at Licky as well. He might have the timing on this as well. So MP9 is going to get the better of that battle, but he's not going to be aware of the fact that APOC is going to be about to potentially mow him down. In fact, I don't think that I might just wait here for a minute. There it is. APOC is going to mow him down. So there it is. Garfunkel with the AK save, and it is 5-2, and again the money going to get reset for Sunday School.
Encore looking pretty good at the moment. Going to be obviously an anti-eco. Another tech pause. They bringing back in Gump. I guess at this point it could be another tech pause. But I guess say overall 5-2. Encore, I guess say their map pick. They're looking like they're going to win it so far. Sunday School have to be perfect on the CT side at this stage. Like if they're not perfect, they don't get the 10 rounds or the 9 rounds. It's going to be quite an arm wrestle, because I just feel like Encore is just going to drive it all the way home.
Yep. Oh, and again, I was just going to ask you, what have you made of the first 7 rounds for Encore, because they picked up 5 of those 7.
Yeah, it's definitely a great start. Amazing start. Like, this is, what they needed to do on Inferno. Really just put the pedal to the metal and really just stymie Sunday School early. And they're doing that so far on Overpass. I mean, 5 rounds on the T side of Overpass is a magical, great start. You want this. But yeah, they've got to keep going. They've got to keep trucking. Just get 2 more, 3 more. Really put their T side, if they get 8 or 9 rounds, the CT side's a lot easier on Overpass. compared to being on the T side of Overpass. Now, overall, Encore as well, the trading has been very good from Encore. Like, a lot of those
Yep.
rounds have been won, those man advantages. They only lose 2 players when they're 4v2. They only lose 1 player when it's a 3v1 and stuff like that. It's been very, very good to see from Encore. So the trading has been very good. And not to mention as well the multi-frag. Savage has been incredible, I'm going to say right now. Like, for example, that last round, Savage took out Mizzy, who was at Connector, backstabbing his entire team. And then Savage turned around and took down Super at Optimus, okay? A player that's able to trade out his teammate being, backstabbed by Mizzy, and then straight away smash Optimus within about 5 seconds and get that A plant on the A site is quite an incredible rifle line. Definitely a massive difference compared to how he was in the first BO3, where he just does just missing a beat, basically. So it's a very, very great play from Savage as well. Now, I've got to say, if Licky's can be very happy about that. I feel like with the team as well, compared to Inferno, I feel like Sunday School are playing a bit of fear in them now, and Encore's got all the confidence with them. The main reason why I feel that way is that basically they're just been letting Encore come to them and letting Encore make all the plays, and also being afraid to fight for some sort of map control at times as well.
Yep.
Really,
Are
really
you
need to
feeling? Are you feeling like a bit of deja vu with Encore, where they got stomped on map 1 on Inferno both times, 16-6, 16-8. They come into the second map on, what we've seen on Vertigo. Now, obviously, we're seeing Overpass. They're looking good once again. Do you think that, if they take this one, do you think they go on and take the third map on Nuke, considering they've just come off a third map on Nuke itself and went down 16-12?
Yeah, I reckon they could probably take it, given the fact that they're versing Vertex. Vertex is a team that's more familiar with Nuke in a way. Like, that's probably one of the other map picks they had in the back pocket. So probably not much of a shame to lose to Vertex and that sort of thing. And given that Sunday School haven't been together too much or too long, it's going to be pretty rough for them on Nuke, given the fact that Nuke requires very, very communication on that CT side, as well as the T side as well with utility. Like, you can't mix up any utility or anything like that. Even on the CT side, you need to make sure you fight for that map control on outside, because if you let Encore have that outside control without any contest, Apox just going to slowly mow all your players, whether they be on Mini, Heaven, Workshop, Secret. He's slowly going to take those players out and allow Encore to basically go to any site that they wish, whether it's B via Ramp, B via Secret, A via Heaven. It's just not a very, very, cute picture there as well. Not a very good picture either. And Sunday School, what they have to do, they have to be aware of that. They have to fight for it. I do believe some of these players, Verza, Mizzy, and Gump and stuff like that, have played in DGG where they've fought against that aggression. They've played with that sort of aggression where they've played outside and they've stopped outside pushes as well. It's just, are they be able to stop that at the level of Encore? That's the main question. Like, can they stop Encore from doing that? That's the main question for that number 3. However, Sunday School, if they can, Nuke's not even a question if they can take down Encore and Overpass. But the problem is they need to have a good defense. They can't let Encore get onto sites, get their map control. They need to just put a big stop to it, basically, at the moment. And that's not what they're doing at the moment. Sunday School would have been reset about 3 or 4 times, or not 3 or 4 times, 2 or 3 times, which hasn't helped them at all.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and also on that, with the Nuke possibility happening, should Encore take this one? Because if they don't, well, Encore are gone, and Sunday School will move on. Sunday School don't forget, they played Nuke twice in the Open qualifier, and they won as well. So, I mean, again, it's an endless talking point, and something we could talk about for probably another 10 or 15 minutes.
I just feel they haven't played anyone at the level of Encore on Nuke.
Yep.
And that's probably going to be the main difference. They probably played teams, a lot lesser in skill and quality. Their strategy repertoire is pretty small. Good boost there. Garfunkel gets the opener onto Licky, and Licky just wasn't prepared for that. Great Molotov. Even better trade there. Great work. I think they've got that B site. Ooh, Apox being tagged up a bit. He's got to be careful here. He knows the player's water, but all Reckonset does is have to get a dink, and that's it.
Yeah, it was look. Yeah, well, it was a good start there for Sunday School, but again, just that lone rifle. Again, something that I like to do is that boost inside the connector. Garfunkel is going to get taken down. Super left here, 1-on-4 with a Deagle at hand, some body armor, and it's going to be 6-2 in the way of Encore Bomb, already starting to tick away, but Just a nice shot there by Savage, and I gotta say, Savage, he's really opening up some skulls here, on this T side. What we've seen a couple of rounds ago with a 180 as they were heading up towards A, to tank down Mizzy and just to basically clear out the site. He's really proven that he's here to tap heads, and he wants to send this to a third map on Nuke.
Yeah, I've got to say as well, Savage is just absolutely drilling it in at the moment. He's just absolutely smashing them left and right. And you can just tell with Encore just firing on all cylinders at the moment. Sunday School, they have to win this round at this stage. Otherwise, Encore, we're going to be looking to that third map most likely, I'm going to say. I know it's very premature. Oh, Supra, I guess that second nade wasn't deep enough, actually. I think it deflected off. I guess I think Garfunkel's going to be curious to see if anyone is in that monster area.
Yeah.
He's going to play it
Connect.
This
is such a common, but it's an uncommon but common spot to sit up on top of that railing just there, just outside of the connector, because you got the guys coming in from the short water, or trying to come into short water, and then all of a sudden, you got the guys coming out of connector. So, reckons has got to trust in his teammate Garfunkel to watch that angle as he's going to swap one inside of the connector. He'll throw a Molotov out towards the monster, and here comes Garfunkel. He's not going to be checked, as he'll be able to get one. And again, that spray comes out, does get tagged up just a little bit, but Hats is now going to get taken down by Reckons. Reckons down to 74 HP, 5 on 3 here. The Sunday School. Is he going to come in with the rotation? In fact, look at the big flank coming out from Super. He's already down. He's basically nearly in T-spawn right now. He is.
What a run. It's just running. It's got a marathon run here at the moment. And I've got to say, Encore not planting the bomb right away. He's also committing, is also helping them out with it as well. And Encore might be stuck on the side. They might be able to guarding 3 different angles.
Yeah, well, plenty of different angles as the post-plant situation comes in, and flash towards Monster will see. Sterling missed not 1, but 2 shots. He'll get tagged down to half HP. APOC going to get 1. Sterling gets 1. Versa will take down APOC. Now all of a sudden Sterling left in a 2 on 3 along with Licky. Licky is now left in a 1 on 3, 1 on 2, and Reckons is going to defuse the situation. 6-3, and the AWP will get saved. They should be able to get Super on an AK also. No, in fact, he's picked up the silenced M4 and can't find an AK for some reason. There's plenty of them around.
The quickest fire rate. That's all I'm going to say. The quickest fire rate.
Would you go quick fire rate compared to an AK though? I'd go an AK every day of the week.
It takes 4 body. I think it takes 4 body blows to kill someone with the M4A1S. Yeah. So definitely take that on the CT side, because all your players are just going to be funneling in. Obviously, the T side, the AK is better because it's more open and stuff like that. For the CTs, you prefer the quick fire, 4 taps to the body, it's dead. Quick fire rate, some utility early on, and Sterling, beautiful shot. But Versa trades out.
Yeah, APOC already pushed up towards Monster as the flash comes out. He's not going to fire off any bullets, so not going to give away his position. But Savage already down to half HP, courtesy a nade over towards the park area as Licky can head up towards long. And let's say, after what we've seen in that first best of 3 series from Licky, is APOC's going to get taken down by Garfunkel there. I gotta say, so far on this second map, Licky hasn't really lived up to the expectation and the hype that we'd seen him do in that first best of 3, because we both thought of that. He was probably one of the standouts, if not the standout, of that best of 3 series.
What I'm going to say is because, basically, Savage putting in a lot of work. There's only a limited amount of people you can kill, basically. And it's going to be a 1-for-1 from Mizzy. Supra on default. I think they're trying to find him at the moment, trying to find where Super is. And Super's just going to peek the right angle, which is going to be hard for him. He's caught Hats, unaware. Now Savage is going to have to trade up, but doesn't. And Supra holds the site. No bomb plant. 4 rounds on the board for Sunday School, as they start to build up a bit of a comeback, bit of a score.
That's 2,700. Licky on 1,900. Everybody else able to buy up, so I wouldn't be surprised to see maybe a couple of Deagles and some, or even a Tech 9 and some body armor to come out here for Licky and Hats. As in fact, Hats just been given a Mac 10, so has Licky, and there we go. We've still got a buy, and it's going to be tough. And it's going to be a tough go should Encore lose this one because, again, that CT economy is starting to build for Sunday School, but it's not all that great. I mean, they need to keep more than 2 and 3 people alive, so that way they're not continually, buying as Super with a nade. I'm not sure if he spotted anyone out. Not yet.
Nah, just hoping the wall banging situation at the moment is, any player sticking through connector just takes a lot of damage. I see a lot of teams do is where they throw the HE grenade towards the connected door and just spray through it. Anyone in tunnels takes a bit of damage.
Yep.
And it's just
Trying
probably
to
the best
soften them up.
yeah, preemptive treatment,
Yep.
Yeah, give them a few body blows. You don't need to use the HE grenades or anything like that.
Now here comes the flashes.
He knows they're coming for him. Reckon's only good for 1. And that's a great hit from Encore. Pretty much it.
Yeah. That is a very well execution now onto that B bomb site. They split monster, split short, and all of a sudden the MAC-10s just go out. They hold W and they pick up a couple of kills, and then all of a sudden they find themselves with a man advantage with the bomb down. And Encore, they will stop the bleed, and they will pick up their 7th round. So you did say that if they can get 7 or 8 rounds, and they're going to go very well to taking out this second map.
Yeah, I haven't seen Sunday School play T-side Overpass, but given that T-side Overpass does require a lot of utility, especially on the A side, if you want to get further and further map control, because of course you're gonna have to have some presence on the A side. If you're just gonna go B all day, all Encore gonna do is just throw mollies and just get ready for you guys to push monster, and that's it. And on the other end though, with Sunday School, it's just quite rough for them at the moment because they're gonna get a maximum of 8 rounds. Could be even worse because they've got for Masters coming out now, the forcing up, which is understandably why they have to force up in this scenario, is that they can't let Encore get double digits or get 8 or 9 rounds.
We can't see a 12-3, but we can certainly see an 11-4, and there goes Versa taking down APOC, pulls out a Molotov or a molly to start off with, but it's in the area, but decides to opt to throw the smoke out, and it's an early man advantage for Sunday School, but you just know Encore with the firepower and with the confidence that they are showing at the moment here on this second map here of Overpass. You just get the feeling that I think it's going to be a minimum of 10 plus rounds, and 10 or 11 rounds for Encore. They're certainly going to want to just show Sunday School that they might have got beaten convincingly on the first map of Inferno, but they're a team that can bounce back.
Versa's going to get second here. Versa's just slowly picking him apart, but geez, what a HE grenade from Reckons to trade out into Versa. I think Versa leg savaged, and the HE grenade took out Savage. So it's a 4v2.
Yep. 4 on 2, Sterling half HP, and Licky on 72. So these are the 2 guys that have, really proved the goods tonight. The Stefanis comes in, and Licky going to take him down, and there is Super with the AWP. So 2 kills for Super, 2 to Versa, and Reckon's got 1 with the HE. So there we go, 7-5, and well, it's like a seesawing affair at the moment between these 2 teams. They are really going back and forth.
Yeah, I've got to say, with the seesawing affair, you just don't want to be on the CT side during because you get less and less money over time. But I also got to say as well, great AWPing by Versa there. I've got to say, great AWPing by Super there. I don't think Super's even their second choice AWPer. And he just, I don't know, he just had some big confidence, big courage, just peeking these angles. And taking Sterling out is massive with the AWP.
Yep. You pick up the AWP battle or the AWP duel up against Sterling. It just, it almost sends, you'd almost think a silence through the team Versa once again onto APOC. As Versa, I mean, he's been really good on changing up his position. Izzy sees the shadow. Oh, no, look at that, the flash. He pulled the flash out, and Sterling, man, he had that one shot to bits, but unfortunately, he's going to lose that battle. Licky with the scout, Hats with the AWP. Mizzy's got the bomb right at his feet, but he's getting pincered in here as the Glock comes out from Licky, and there he goes. He will pick up an AK instead of the scout, and all of a sudden Super going to come in long and the bomb, and Hats now looking to try and put an 8th round on the board, but in a 1-on-3 situation, the bomb down, 45 seconds. He's not looking the right way to start off with. Now he will, and I'll just try to quick scope, but now it's going to be all done and dusted. Super picking up another double kill. Back-to-back rounds for Super, picking up 2 kills.
I was going to say, Super's been playing very, very well with the rifling and with the trading there. Doing a very, very good job these last 2 rounds. Also, got to say, I felt sorry for poor Mizzy there. I'm like sitting there going, yeah, Mizzy, you like, doesn't matter which angle you look at, you're going to get like pushed in by the other one. I just feel it, you know? Just feel it in my toes, being like, mate, you're just going to get pushed in by the other player that you're not looking at, basically.
Well, sometimes that's just the way it goes, so it's not a great buy. 3 AKs, couple of Tech 9s, and again the bleeding is starting to show for Encore late in this first half as Sunday School. They look to try and close this out in a 2-0, but they are down by 1 at the moment. And 1 round, that is. They are up on the first map of this best of 3, a 16-8 victory. Keep an eye on Mizzy as well. He's behind him as Versa going to get taken down. And it's fast right onto the say bomb site. Super coming in from the fence, from the garbage truck. He's going to look to take out 1, but no, that's Sterling going to take him down. Garfunkel coming in with the flank. They still haven't spotted out Mizzy, I don't think. There is Mizzy. Takes down Licky, but there is Hats getting the nice little trade. And there it is, 4-on-2. And it should be just back away, as it is Garfunkel and Reckons backing away for the final round. And trying to save for the final round, I should say, as Reckons is now left in a 1-on-4. Tough go right now for Sunday School, and there is Reckons. Watch the flank. APOC. How many times have we seen APOC sort of flank late towards this B bomb site and just pick up a kill or 2?
Yeah, but this time we just ran into Reckons, and Reckons was ready and savage. Brutal. Absolutely brutal with that ult he picked up. Actually, I think Sterling chucked it in the ult. That's interesting. Or Sterling grabbed the rifle to entry. I'm not sure when that switch occurred.
I wasn't paying attention as to who was running the run of the AWP on that previous round. I know that.
I think they switched weapons like halfway through because Sterling made an entry onto the A side of the AK. So I think that's what happened. They gave Savage the AWP, and Savage is the secondary AWP for Encore.
Yep, it might have been when Sterling was down to half HP.
Yeah, maybe.
And yep, nonetheless, Encore, they've managed to secure a first half win. As Reckons, well, nearly takes an entire clip of an M4 spray to take down APOC, and that's their lurker. What we've seen over the past probably 5 or 6 rounds, that lurk play towards B, and for them to get the entry onto him, probably just eases up their mind on where they want to set up their defense for the remainder of this last round of the first half.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm gonna say as well, Hats last round very, very good as well. The 1-taps that Hats was delivering, and also very aware of a backstab coming in and of the second player as well. You know, he saw Garfunkel. He's just like, no, there's a second player coming around here in the back because we never found a second A player. Licky looking towards Water's gonna Molotov Garfunkel out. Smoke being thrown by Reckons. Doesn't want to get mollied. There's a stack going on here. Garfunkel's in a really, really painful location, okay? Because he's going to pop up when they want to plant, and he's going to get a couple of kills. But decides not to. Ooh, that's very aggressive. Reckons grabs the freebie and the bomb.
And the bomb, yep. Again, we've seen it a number of times in that Inferno match, and all of a sudden we're now in a 2-on-1. 1-on makes that none on 2. There we go. Encore.
He just surfs along.
Well, yeah, Sunday School managed to pick up the final round, and an 8-7 scoreline. Encore lead the way on this second map.
Will you guys do a quick break?
Hey Future Pros! You know the map, it's Mirage, and we're back with another smoke. This smoke, if thrown correctly, will land in the window on B side. To do this smoke, line up with this curb on the ground. Position your crosshair up where these 2 planks intersect. Then jump throw the smoke. Now window will be perfectly smoked off. It's one less angle for your teammates to worry about, and I'm sure they'll be happy about that.
Welcome back, guys. We've got the second half of Encore v Sunday School. And I can say Encore just has a little bit of a lead at the moment. Pass score on Overpass during 6 T-side rounds. And Encore got 2 above that. And I did make a bold call saying if Encore got over, 6 rounds, that they're most likely going to win this map. And if Sunday School gets 9 rounds, I'm going to be eating a lot of crow tonight. What do you think about that, Brett? Crow? No crow?
Yeah. I'll make that assumption in about 20-25 minutes time. But like, all I'm hoping for is a repeat of what we've seen in the first half. A really back and forth game between both teams. But see how it all plays out. Versa going to get one inside of the connector. That's Licky down. Versa looking for more. Hats is going to get him down. So again, we've seen it in the pistol round for the first half. A 3-man stack as we've seen a 3-man stack once again. But all of a sudden, Mizzy gets 1, gets 2, and a 3rd, and he is just shut down. This entire defense of Encore. And Super has already made his way up to long, and he'll be able to call out the rotation. He's going to be up towards the dumpster, and it is going to be slim pickings here for APOC, and there it is, Mizzy with the 4K to open up the pistol round on the second half, and we are now tied 8 apiece. And well, what a way for your IGL to come back into this match after missing the first match, first map, I should say. Comes back in at the somewhat near the start of this second map, and now makes a statement in the pistol round.
Yeah, it looks like Gump, you're back to being the water boy, okay? You're not coming in for a bit, okay? Mizzy's fine. I gotta say, overall, that's like the the Spider-Man meme where they're both pointing at each other. That was that meme. It's like, hey, you're doing the same strategy we did in pistols.
Yeah.
And it did work. So Encore thinking, hey, it could end up differently because it was us. And Mizzy's like, nah, this ends the same way, unfortunately. And it's 8-8. They've tied the scoreline.
That they did in the big round coming up for both teams. I'm sure they would both love to put 9 on the board, because if they were to both put 9, if one of them were to put 9 on the board, you would dare say that it would equal up to a 10th on the board. That MP9 over towards long. That's with Hats. Hats is going to get checked here by Versa, and Versa unfortunately going to miss out. Super going to miss the kill as well. And now in comes Mizzy, and Hats has found 3 with an MP9. Are you kidding me? And now swaps it out for the AK, gets the quad fill, looks for the Ace, and Garfunkel in a 1-on-4 situation. Oh my. And an MP9 does 1, 2, 3, and Garfunkel only gets 1 before Sterling takes him down. And just like that, an MP9 gets a quad kill, and Encore go to 9.
Because not only do they get a quad kill, they also get a, they grab a Galil. And also not to mention as well, Hats farms up so much money, can buy an M4 and a full stock of utility. And Sunday School didn't even get the bomb planted, so they either have to force up or just eco. And it just completely nullifies a great pistol round just like that, where they just can't trade out an MP9 in...
Yep.
I don't know how they couldn't trade that one out. Like
Against 3 rifles, mind you.
Yeah.
3 rifles, the AKs and the Galils, and man,
he also reloaded as well. He also reloaded as well. That's even worse.
Yeah, and the fact that he got 4 kills, that's an extra $2,400 in his pocket. That's a great way to start what was a force buy for Encore, and well, and that also just puts him on 20, just a casual 20 kills. So I mean, he's only got 7 kills more than anyone else on his teammate, and that's Sterling. And Sterling's had a pretty good game.
The Pulse Spike comes in for Sunday School. They got some Tech 9s, got some Deagles. Need to get that 1D. Need to get that beautiful crisp 1D to start it up. Sunday School now under a bit of pressure because it's the CT side. They can start running away with this as well. There's like a critical stop here, because basically if Encore, if all their players live, they can start to build up a bank. And it starts to progressively get worse for Sunday School.
Yes,
here as well. They're gonna go for that B site.
Yes, it could be a long road ahead for Sunday School if they don't stop the bleeding very, very quickly. As again the MP9, but this time it's going to be from Licky and APOC. They both each find a kill. Mizzy and Versa find 1 each, and now it's Versa left in a 1-on-3, and nope, he says no more as Licky, again, those MP9s just farming up the cash at the moment. Licky, 5,000 in the bank. Buy some utility, and we've got a game on our hands. And Sunday School, now the questions are going to be thrown their way as Encore, as they look to take out map number 2 in this best of 3. And could we be seeing another best of 3 go the distance? And again, that decider will come courtesy of Nuke.
Yeah, like I say, at this point, map 3 could be on the cards here. It's going to be an anti-eco for Encore. Sunday School really need a big effort on the T side at this point. They need a big effort. Gun round's coming up next, obviously, as well, with the AKs on the board. But this has to be a big gun round. They have to really just get through the defense of Encore. We haven't, other than the Mizzy pistol, we haven't really seen, anything convincing yet from Sunday School being able to pierce the defenses of Encore. But that's obviously, as I said before, haven't really been piercing the defenses. You can see here, basically, Encore wins another round of all 5 alive. And they're building that economy up. And like I say, for Sunday School, they have to beat at least 1 or 2 gun rounds before they get, not 1 or 2 gun rounds, probably even the 3rd gun round as well, to really start feeling the way that they can win here. And at the moment, I just don't see it.
Look, it's not looking all that flash for Sunday School here on the T side. But again, you said, if they want to start winning those rounds, if they need to start winning those gun rounds, well, it starts here in the 20th. They're down by 3 at the moment, 11-8. Encore have had the lion's share of wins so far, but things can change very quickly. As look at this double push towards Monster. They are ahead of the smoke. And Garfunkel can see one. It's about to be greeted with a second one, not before he gets tagged down to 9 HP. And all of a sudden, he knows that that a player is potentially going to be pushing him. But as Licky down to half HP, so nice shot there by Reckons. I'll just back away and I'll give up the man advantage. But with giving up that monster control, it really leaves not like, I mean, there's a few more places you can go. Obviously, you can split A or whatnot, but it almost cuts off that choke point of going B.
But there's a catches stealing there as well. Ooh, Mizzy, he was actually going to execute towards A and muffs the Molotov there. Hits the lip of the wall. He's not going to be too happy about that. He's actually Molotov himself out of A side. But still got the man advantage though. And they're going to head towards B. Can Mizzy pick off a few players on A? Licky sees the man towards the end of Monster. Molotov it goes. And he's going to probably back up with smoke. Now Mizzy lurking around. Hearing a lot of noise. Ooh, APOC catch him on the rotate. They've rotated across towards Connector. APOC in the restroom. He doesn't even get one. But Hats takes out Mizzy on sight. And they know where roughly Hats is. Hats gets the first, but great trade by Garfunkel, given his HP being 9.
You notice how long it took for that bomb to go down? There was 8 seconds left on the clock by the time that bomb went down. So, I mean, we've seen it a number of times, and especially by Encore. If we go back to that first match of the night on Inferno, how many times did they wait till that final 20-30 seconds to get out, go onto Inferno and wait right till the end to get those bomb plants? And so now Sunday School, you said it was a round that they had to win, and the rifle round's obviously starting now. It was crucial. Bomb goes off. They get their night. They're now only 2 rounds away, but you pull back those last 4 rounds, I should say, where Encore were able to build that economy, farm up that money with the SMGs. They've got the buys here. There's not a whole lot of money left for Encore. Yes, they might have won a number of rounds in a row, but now all of a sudden, having to rebuy into the situation, they now find themselves potentially, if they lose this one, going and having the score back at 11-11.
The main thing at this point as well with Sunday School as well might give him a bit of confidence to just run over the top of them at a stage, because basically it'll be gun round, reset, guns out, gun round, reset over and over again.
Yep.
And Encore will never have enough utility.
Yep, and no opportunity for Encore to rebuild that economy to withhold and withstand the pressure from Sunday School. As we get ready for the flash from Monster, Savage with the AUG out. He's going to back away, and We've already got the nice kill from Sterling onto Versa, Licky onto Mizzy. Now all of a sudden here comes Savage with one, with two, and looks for a third, and we'll find it. And Savage with a 3K, and there we go, just like that. Encore say not just yet, 12-9 and a reset for Sunday School.
Yeah, that was just brutal. I mean, the grenades, the short player couldn't even push in. They're trying to do a big crunch fire monster. Savage with the AUG, not even scoped in. He got all 3 kills with those AUG, not even scoped in. When it's scoped in, it's an absolute turret of a weapon. And he didn't even have to use it in the end. Didn't even have to use the scope, just absolutely demolished them.
Well, that was a quick mop up of Sunday School, as they did try and split towards me, but the defense for Encore was just way too overpowering. Mizzy, once again with the Deagle headed out towards Long. We've got Hats, once again with an M4. Sterling posted up in front of the divider. There's a nice little boost here and spots it out. Nice shot from Sterling onto Versa once again. It's been them two really going at it for those opening kills, or even those kills just to come in. Sterling's back going to go down courtesy of Mizzy with the Deagle, and Hat's going to turn around Sterling. So that's Mizzy to take down Hats with the AWP. 2-on-3. Night is in favour of Mizzy. To the in-game leader, proving right now to just be a little pain and a thorn in the backside of Encore. And with the rotations already headed out, they have got Licky trying to take down Garfunkel. AK up against the P250 and the AK. Not reigning supreme just yet. Mizzy forward with that AWP, and wow, all of a sudden, Savage in a one-on-one. My goodness, Mizzy with the 4K, and stop it. This man is an absolute machine. He done it and started it with a Deagle no armor. He ends with an AWP no armor, and he finds 10 for Sunday School.
I think they should just leave him with the AWP at the moment. I don't know why he checked over to Versa. He should be like, no, Versa, man, I'm the new AWPer now. Okay, get off. I'm the new AWPer, okay? It's me.
Just give the bloke a Deagle no armor. That's it. That's all he needs. I mean, Sterling was pretty unlucky to. He was sort of falling back from Long. Yep. Yeah, it almost would have been better just to stay with the AWP and wait for that jump to come across. Here we go, APOC. He's now going to spot out the man inside of at the bottom of the ladder, and that's going to be Reckons to get taken down. So, not how Sunday School wanted to start the 23rd round, and APOC down to 8 HP after taking down Mizzy. So, I tell you what, we are seeing back and forwards, and again that seesaw effect well in this game of CS on map number 2.
They need really a Molotov or a HE grenade at this stage. I know APOC's very, very low, but I still got to keep an eye out from in short, because they can't. They're gonna lose there if they can't get him out, because there's crossfire's been set up by both himself and Licky, and trying to get Licky's head in the barrels is very difficult. So if there's as you can see, he's holding short because he knows that APOC's there somewhere.
And there's Versa takes down Savage, and now we have a 4-on-3 man advantage right now for Encore as they try to hold off this Sunday School defense and barrage of attack coming towards B, and there is Licky to take down Versa. Does drop the bomb, and APOC sprays down 2. Garfunkel and Super are out, and we have a 13th on the board for Encore. And do we see the Deagle no armor once again for Mizzy to be the hero play once again?
Yeah, definitely could be a hero play, but I guess you're going to be trying to be the hero play, but it won't work out. But I think they're actually going for an eco actually.
Yep. Probably the smartest idea too, just to give him 14 rather than play for that overtime. They'll give him the 14, which means that they've still got a light room for error. Not that they want to have that error, but it's an error.
They bought up.
Okay.
Actually, I thought they were going to go for all. I think it was like a last call towards the end of the buy time. They're like, okay, just buy up. Because yeah, I thought they were going to go for all Glocks sort of time to go down, but you have 20 seconds after round start to buy a bit more extra if you need to. Encore uses to get
leaving spawn, just go, right, boys, let's buy up. Garfunkel timing on that one. Versa been able to get the trade there, but there is Super going to get one, looks for the second, and Savage now does get taken out 2-on-2. Minute 6 left on the clock and a beautiful nade coming in. And look at the damage that it's done to Versa and Reckons, both down under that half HP markers. Again, Mizzy with the deagle, and poor old Hats. He's just copped it left, right, and center from Mizzy right now.
Sterling returns the favor to Mizzy. He's like, nah, you're not going to get away with this time. Now, Versa and Reckons, they got to get some nasty one-taps onto a Sterling at this point. Oh, and he does.
That they did.
But now, it's a 2v1. Problem is they have... Oh, no, Reckons does have head armor. Versa has no head armor. APOC can retake this if possible.
Yep.
Gonna find out where the players are.
Have a look at the angle that Versa is playing right now. I mean, he's just head down, bum down, everything just hidden. Smoke coming out from APOC trying to get the defuse, but there's a beautiful shot there onto Versa. Does a lot of damage. He's off it, trying to get back on it. No, in fact, he's trying to find the kill, but there goes Reckons. And there it is. Once again, it is going to be, and I'm pretty sure the last 5 rounds has been 1-1, 1-1-1.
I was going to say, it's just been back and forth. And as I said before, it just doesn't favor the CT side to keep going back and forth. Because you get to these rounds where they have to eco. And then, I guess there's actually probably a smart round to eco here as well, given the fact they'll actually have full utility and rifles to go into the next round. But it keeps going back and forth, and the only side that loses this is the CT side. Because they eventually run out of money to keep buying these M4s to match against these AKs and Galils.
Yeah, I'll just notice that you've only got basically a $1,000 investment worth of guns on the CT side of things for Encore. They've got a Deagle and a P250. As there goes Licky down with the USP. Super will get the opening kill. Garfunkel and team and co and just decided, well, you know what? Maybe it's time we hit that the B bomb site and leave A open as they're pushed quite far up towards long and about to be pushed up just in front of the connector, top of connector in front of Party. As Mizzy looks for one, but doesn't. I mean, sees 2, but doesn't get any. And now Galil's been dropped, unaware of the fact that 2 players have also pushed towards long. So they've gambled the wrong site. And the wrong side of the map bomb will go down. And now it's a retake one more time for Encore. Do they try and... I dare say the best thing right now for Encore is just to... If they can get an opening pick on this retake, to maybe try and take the weapons out of the hands of Sunday School.
Definitely. I say Records was very coy to that boost at connector. He was just like, wait, I know what they're going to try and do here. And Verse just tapping away at APOC. I was actually going to say, it might be hard for Sunday School to get out of the site. But I think they're going to get outside with ease now. And Sterling gets a couple of kills. Might be able to grab an upgrade here. It's going to be very quick though.
Yeah, well, the other players are up already on towards A, so bomb does go off and an AK is saved on Sterling. And I mean, with a Galil, no head armor, no body armor, anything. I mean, he realistically shouldn't have won that fight, but nonetheless, he did. And now that puts us at a 13-12 scoreline, and this again has got all the makings. It's got all the right ingredients to send us to a potential overtime, but I'm sure Encore, they don't want overtime. They want to shut this out as quick as they can. They want to send us to nuke on map number 3.
Yeah. Sunday School. This is what I'm talking about here as well. Like, you know, basically Encore, they have a good buy this round, but if they get reset again, next round they're not going to have a good buy at all, and most likely going to be tied up 14-14. APOC, a bit surprising hit super there. I was going to say, APOC's just peeking it again. Just not sure why he didn't hit super, but I think super made a slight movement. And still, he takes down Mizzy. Big opener there as well.
Notice he held on to his smoke as well. He did pull it out just to see the fact that, you know, if anyone was pushing him, but Hats from the tree area, he's going to get double peaked there by Reckons and Garfunkel. Garfunkel takes him down, so back to a 4-on-4, and I'm sure Sunday School would love just to put 13 on the board. 60 seconds left remaining in what is the 26th round. Remember, this is a best of 3. This is map number 2. Map 1 going the way of Sunday School. 16-8 on Inferno. As Encore haven't had a whole lot of luck on Inferno tonight, as there is Savage with a beautiful shot on Versa, and that gives them now a man advantage. And with Reckons down to 14 HP, that it's basically a 4 on 2.5.
Yep.
There he is.
The Or's just such a strong position on the monster area here. You can see that. This is such a strong weapon. Now Super's going to do something miraculous here. And he knows basically Savage is going to go onto this angle with the Ors. He's going to get the one tap. Does take down Savage, but that's round over. They just have to get a glove on him at this point. Even a wallbang would be fine. But Super's got a second, but from behind. Stealing. Forcing him to board for Encore. Big round.
Massive
And this is
round.
going to help.
Yeah, go on.
It's going to help Encore quite a bit, actually. Okay, given that the anti-hero coming up for Encore, it's going to lead them to match point if they can convert it.
Yep. Well, you would think that, they would just say, oh, well, let's bite the bullet. Let's play for the overtime. But again, we see a Deagle being brought, a couple of Deagles being brought, in fact, courtesy of Reckons and Garfunkel. And again, a number of these rounds, much like what we've seen earlier on in the night, where, a couple of rounds probably could have gone either way. The quick play for Connector means Garfunkel is only going to find one, and we are left with Garfunkel as APOC takes his time, and they are now on 3 map points, and one round away from Encore ending this one and sending us to map number 3 on Nuke.
Yeah, I gotta say here, Sunday School, they've had a fairly decent effort on their T side, like a fairly great effort, I'm gonna say overall. And I thought basically Encore were gonna win with 16 and Sunday School and did the single digits, but they've had a really good honest crack at this. Now I could see OT coming in as well. Sunday School win round number 13, and obviously Encore eco it up, and then the final gun round to decide whether it goes OT or not.
Going the way of Garfunkel is that the bomb is tucked squarely on his back, so he doesn't have to go and retrieve it. He's got it. He can go and attend to sight, although Sterling is posted up truck, and we're about 3, 2, 1, and there it is, 16-12. Sterling closes out the match with 27 kills here on map number 2, as Encore take the second map, and they will send us to a third 16-12, Josh.
Yeah, I've just got to say, like, Encore, they got the rounds on the T side. They just basically played a CT side.